In a season 45 sketch, Jason Momoa catches everyone off guard, including himself, with a hilarious slip-up. While playing a courtroom assistant, he mistakenly says paraplegic instead of paralegal, causing both him and host Chance the Rapper to burst into laughter.
But I'm not just some dumb J-Lo. I'm also a certified paralegal.
In the Inside the Beltway ad, Adie Bryant broke character when her wardrobe assistant accidentally started changing her outfit on camera instead of off stage. The unexpected blunder made the moment even more hilarious. In this 2004 sketch, Janet Jackson visits a winery to learn how to soak corks from Italian winemakers, leading to a series of comically suggestive double entendres.
I love soaking a cork. I could soak a cork all night long if they let me.
While Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sanz try to stay composed, Jackson keeps cracking up as she fumbles over the cheeky phrase.
So how did you learn to soak corks? Soak corks.
The fact that Fallon and Sanz remain straight-faced while Janet continues to giggle makes the moment even better. The Jeffries sketch with Sean Hayes is funny from the start, but Will Ferrell's entrance on a scooter takes it to another level. Rolling in with an overly serious expression, he instantly makes Fallon and Hayes break. The most hysterical moment comes when Ferrell pulls out a tiny cell phone, sending everyone, including himself, into uncontrollable laughter. Fallon, notorious for breaking, doesn't stand a chance, and Ferrell completely steals the spotlight in seconds.
We're going to the Dolce & Gabbana show. How fast can you have your bags back from Milan?
Get in here! I've discovered a clue.
What is it, Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
Before this Sherlock Holmes themed sketch even began, Will Ferrell and Daryl Hammond were already cracking up backstage. Ferrell's take on Robert Goulet, a preview of his future Anchorman persona, Ron Burgundy, was so absurd that Hammond couldn't even look at him without laughing.
It's Monica Lewinsky's undercut. We'll cut all this, don't worry.
The Beavis and Butthead sketch is a fan favorite, featuring Ryan Gosling and Mikey Day as town hall attendees resembling the animated duo. The real comedy gold, though, comes from Heidi Gardner trying and failing to keep a straight face, especially when she completely loses it after seeing Day's Butthead costume. From that point on, they spend the rest of the sketch struggling to hold it together, making it one of SNL's most memorable recent moments.
Horace, speak some French to them.
No.
In Girlfriend's Game Night, Bill Hader struggles to stay in character after accidentally running into a table, nearly knocking over Melissa, not once, but twice. His uncontrollable laughter only amplifies the humor, turning the sketch into a legendary break. In Career Day, Adam Driver tries to emphasize a point by striking a fake bird with his cane, but instead of tapping it, he ends up impaling it. Pete Davidson completely loses it, and honestly, so does everyone else watching. At first, it seems like the biggest highlight of this sketch will be Chris Pine's spot-on William Shatner impression, but then he chuckles at an awkwardly delivered line from the actor playing
we've never
Sulu.
seen him before. It's weird.
Fun fact, according to the SNL wiki, that actor is actually production designer Akira Yoshimura, who has portrayed Sulu in multiple sketches poking fun at the sci-fi phenomenon. In Space, the Infinite Frontier, Will Ferrell's wildly exaggerated take on broadcaster Harry Carey throws Jeff Goldblum completely off balance. As Ferrell delivers bizarre, possibly improvised lines about space, Goldblum glances off screen, checks the cue cards, and struggles to hold back laughter.
We all know that the moon is not made of green cheese. But what if it were made of barbecue spare ribs? Would you eat it then?
At one point completely lost, he simply raises his hands and says,
Would you?
I'm confused.
Kate McKinnon might not lead this sketch, but she's the reason Daniel Craig cracks up. Playing his wife during a chaotic game night, she loses it early on as Heidi Gardner introduces a bizarre deep quote game. Her laughter quickly spreads to Craig, who holds on until the very end when he completely breaks.
Only the biggest flick daddy you'll ever meet in your whole life.
Louis, you have a job.
No, I don't. I got fired 6 months ago.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Who's that?
In a 2013 Celebrity Family Feud sketch, Justin Timberlake delivers a spot-on impression of Jimmy Fallon while Fallon plays Jim Parsons.
Are you kidding me? That is how it's done, my man. He's so great, am I right? Am I right? Jim Parsons.
From the very start, both of them struggle to stay composed, often turning away to hide their laughter. Timberlake's impersonation is so spot on that Fallon eventually ducks behind his podium, totally losing it. In The Leatherman, Jimmy Fallon plays a leather store owner with Horatio Sanz as his employee, leading to an abundance of squeaky noises. But it's Sands' over-the-top physical comedy that steals the show. Fallon can't keep it together, even pausing mid-line as Brittany Murphy tries to stay in character.
Always treat the customers with... Makes no sense, really.
You're not too bright, are you, Fern? I mean, whatever your name was.
In this classic SNL moment, Candice Bergen accidentally calls Gilda Radner Fern, her own character's name. As she tries to fix the mistake, Radner instantly turns it into a perfect joke, leaving them both fighting to stay in character.
Lisa! You know, we all can't be brainy like Fern here.
Okay, you know what? I'ma just sit here and eat my steak in peace.
During his SNL episode in season 48, Pedro Pascal couldn't keep a straight face during Lisa from Temecula, as Ego Nwodom's character aggressively saws at her overcooked steak, shaking the entire table. Pascal starts giggling before completely losing it.
Lisa.
Okay, Bill Hader almost always breaks character when playing Stefon on Weekend Update. In fact, many sources claim he has never made it through a Stefon segment, whether in rehearsal or live, without cracking up.
Have you heard of Blackula, the Black Dracula?
What's his name?
Sidney Applebaum.
But unlike Jimmy Fallon, who was infamous for breaking on SNL, Hader had a legitimate reason for it. Writer John Mulaney would secretly tweak some of the lines before the live show, meaning Hader was reading them for the first time on air. His reactions were completely real, which only made the segments even funnier.
Asbestos, lupus, Dan Cortez.
In this catfish parody, Adam Levine plays host Nev Schulman, repeatedly saying his own name. Midway through, he almost breaks but quickly recovers, making it seem like part of the performance.
Well, I'm sorry that I... Neve. have to be the one to break it to you, but...
The first Debbie Downer sketch in 2004 with Lindsay Lohan became legendary because the cast simply couldn't stop laughing. Rachel Dratch's flubbed line, the sad trombone sound, and her exaggerated frown set everyone off.
Speaking of heat, if this greenhouse effect keeps up, we'll all be living underwater.
Fred Armisen tried to keep a straight face, but Horatio Sanz absolutely lost it, laughing so hard he had to wipe away tears with a Mickey Mouse waffle, making it even more hilarious.
It's official. I can't have children.
In Sandler Family Reunion, Adam Sandler is surrounded by cast members impersonating his most iconic characters, but it's Jimmy Fallon as his grandfather who finally makes him crack.
Why don't you shut up? Maybe.
Fallon later admitted on The Tonight Show that his hilariously long gibberish rant was actually a mistake. He had misread the cue card. In Fernando's Hideaway, Billy Crystal's exaggerated accent and off-the-cuff jokes made it nearly impossible for guests to keep a straight face. In one of the most well-known sketches, Hulk Hogan and Mr. T struggle to stay composed, finally breaking when Crystal ad-libs a line about exercise equipment.
Now what is this contraption? What is this?
Used to be a parking meter.
I was at a Hollywood party where this was an hors d'oeuvre, if you know what I'm saying to you.
Oh.